They're winding me up. Can I just ask a couple of things, if you can do it quickly, because it was a beautiful thing out there, which was great for our readers, talking about celebrities and stars to be attached to campaigns to make them work, and how you feel about that, because your point was brilliant. Unless I can get the tape and I can take it from there, but the thing about Britney was fabulous.
In terms of celebrity, you get someone who becomes famous for something they do, is admired, has got talent, and has a constituency. She or he has no obligation other than using that talent. As I say, the job of an artist is to create good art. They only fail when they create bad art. Now, beyond that, if you think in a certain way, or somebody approaches you and says, have you ever thought of doing this, and you haven't thought about it before, but you are moved by it, and you can use that access to other people, that your constituency. And there's two examples where I think, where I'm for this celebrity stuff. One was Britney Spears, who my 4 girls liked, and Britney obviously was managed to be corralled by the breast cancer awareness people, and she started talking about it, and she talked directly to her constituency, amongst which were my 4 children. And because Britney talked about breast cancer, they went and got checked, and this now became a regular feature of these young girls' lives. So as women, they're very aware of it, and they get checked on a regular basis. Well, as a dad, thanks Britney. And I don't understand what's crap about that. I don't get it. And then, you have Angelina Jolie, one of the most beautiful women in the planet, talented, got, alpha male husband, endless wealth. What the fuck does she need to do it for? And it seems to devalue what she does, because she's beautiful, because she's talented, in fact, it doesn't value or devalue. It's an individual who can access a constituency. She's really clever. She really knows her stuff. Look, I know this. She studies it. So while she takes her acting extremely seriously, and that validates her, what she does as a person, because she's got this other thing, is important to her. I don't think it's as important as acting. It may be, but anyway, that's what she does. So music to me is the most important thing. And then the most recent example I can think of where it's clearly a net benefit is Keira Knightley, who I heard on the radio or television, I can't remember, who just been to South Sudan and the refugees there, and clearly Oxfam or somebody had got her to go. And, you kind of think, well, okay, I don't know anything about where's South Sudan, don't know anything about. Honestly, Keir, if you go, the cameras will follow you. Yeah. That's a terrible burden of responsibility. No, I'm not going to go. Well, then what? If you do go and you're ineffective, then you're a wanker. They just take the piss. So she goes. She says, I know nothing about South Sudan or the refugees. I go because if I can help, I'll help. And she meets a woman there. She doesn't know what she's doing there. Keira doesn't know why she's there. What's she doing? She feels awful amongst these people's misery. What can she say to them? What is any point of contact? And she sees this woman, obviously bereft, children in rags with little to eat, running from a conflict zone in terror. And all Keira can say is, what happened to your husband? He said he died on the road. And so suddenly there's a connection of 2 human beings. As I say, that moment of recognition, that between the beautiful actress, star, and this bereft woman, there's a recognition of a humanity. And so she says, what do you miss about your husband? Which I think is a brilliant question. And the woman said, I miss the way he held me. I miss the way he made my children laugh. And, Keira had nothing to say to this. And the woman said, who are you? And of course the press go, ha ha ha, who is Keira Knightley, Anyway, the woman said, who are you? And she said, I'm somebody who's going to go back to England and get as much money for you as possible. And I think that's admirable. You know, whatever you think about Knightley, her talent, her this, her that, it doesn't matter. And so that's one way of using this preposterous bollocks of celebrity and also the web and things like that. So well done.
Last
Brittany
question.
and Kieran.
'cause